to bake that. My name's Natalie, and this week we're doing part 2 of the peanut butter chocolate mousse, and I will be joined by my lovely mother, who's going to help me bake this today.
Hello everyone.
Now let's get on with the video. So the reason I have her joining me is because I have never made this recipe before, but she has, and it turned out very good, so she's going to help me with all the tips and tricks of it. The things you will need to make the peanut butter mousse will be 1 + 1/8 teaspoons powdered and unflavored gelatin, 1 1/2 tablespoons of water, a 9-ounce bag peanut butter chips, a total of 2 1/4 cups heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. What we need to do here is we need to take a spoon and just take a little bit of the gelatin at a time and just sprinkle it over the top. And don't make it into a pile, just over the top.
Do you know why you're doing this? That it blooms, it rehydrates, and then it becomes the stuff that you're thinking that's kind of congealed and hard.
Like Jell-O?
Push it down, get it on there, and let it set.
Now you want to let this mixture set for 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to take all of our peanut butter chips and we're going to put it into a medium-sized bowl. And we need to heat 3/4 of a cup of our cream and leave the remaining cups of your heavy whipping cream in a different bowl. And we're going to heat this until it is boiling.
And then when it's hot, you pour it over your chips. It's to melt your chips.
Much like making ganache. So this is what your gelatin mixture should look like when it has fully bloomed. It should be a little bit hard. And now what we're going to do is pour it into our boiling heavy cream. We're going to whisk it until it is dissolved. Which ours is dissolved now.
Keep going. You gotta make sure it is dissolved. You don't want clumpy milk.
Alright, so hold this, Mom. Thank you. Oh, we're going to now take our cream and pour it over top of our chips. And now we're just going to let that sit for a minute. Alright, so our chips have softened and now we're going to whisk it until smooth.
Beautiful.
Alright, so that's what it looks like. And we're going to let that cool and set for about 5 minutes. Okay, so we have our remaining 1 1/2 cups of heavy cream. This is not heated. And we're going to pour it into our bowl using our whisk attachment. We're going to beat it on high speed.
To mix it until it starts to thicken, and as soon as it starts to get little peaks, then you add in your sugar and you finish mixing it until it gets really stiff.
So I've whipped my cream and now it is pretty thick. And so we're going to add in our powdered sugar and we're going to whip it until stiff peaks form. Alright, so we have our stiff peaks right here, pretty stiff. And so what we're going to do with this is we're going to fold about 1/3 of it into our cooled peanut butter ganache.
There it is, all mixed up.
Okay, so now that we have that added in, we are going to add in the rest of our whipped cream, and we're going to just fold it gently, and it does not have to be very well combined, just slightly combined.
Just in circles until it's all got some peanut butter and whipped cream all mixed together. There you go.
Okay, there we go. So now we have our brownie bottom here, and we're going to take all of this, or what we can fit into here. And you don't want to fill it all the way up here because we still have chocolate to add. You just want it about right here. So you will have some left over, which you can save and make something else with it, or just save it and eat it.
Eat it. As an ice cream topping, it's very good. So keep piling it in, and then once you get it pretty much covered, then you kind of just spread it down. Now try to kind of smooth it out a little bit. And you definitely want to come to the edges with it so that when you pull it out, it's nice and even. You can still see the peanut butter cups in there. You definitely want to add some more.
This is good enough. You can never add too much of this.
You cannot. And then when you put it in the fridge, it'll get all hard, and then you'll do the same thing with the chocolate. And then when you pull it out, it'll be one layered chocolate mousse.
Now this does not have to be completely smooth, but you want it to be sort of smooth.
And even.
Yes, definitely want it to be even. Okay, so we have this much left over, which is fine. We'll just save that. And that's what it looks like when we are done. And now we need to refrigerate this for 1 to 2 hours, or until it is stiff enough to add the other layer. So now we're ready to do our chocolate mousse, because our peanut butter mousse has now set up, and we are going to follow the exact same procedure with the chocolate mousse, except for that instead of peanut butter chips, we are going to use semi-sweet chocolate chips. 1 + 1/8 teaspoons powdered unflavored gelatin, 1½ tablespoons water, 1 9-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, a total of 2 1/4 cups heavy whipping cream, and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. So my mom's going to help me once again, and this is what our mousse looks like when it's done. And when you touch it, it does not come off on your finger. Nothing on your finger. And now we are ready to start the chocolate mousse, and we are just going to speed through this so that it doesn't take that long. That's what it looks like. Be nice and airy. And now we're just gonna glop it in here, and we're going to smooth it out.
You got it.
And this time, since we have the whole thing assembled, except for the finishing touch, we will have to refrigerate it for 2 to 3 hours before serving.
Yeah, you gotta let it finish getting really hard, that way so that when you pull it out and you open it up, everything stays together.
Fridge for 2 to 3 hours. Because the whole thing's in there. Mom, do you want to tell them why we have to put it in there for so long?
Because it's jiggly, and you want it to set up, and then when you pull it out, it'll be one firm cake, and then you put the icing over top of it after that.
It's chocolate whipped cream.
Icing.
She does it now her turns.
It's icing.
It's whipped cream.
And we're back.
So our mousse has
Hold it
set
up.
for 3 hours. We had to cover ours with parchment. We tied up the rubber band. So I'm going to take this off. Alrighty. So
Ooh, not jiggly anymore.
So
Nice
it
and
looks like
hard.
afterwards. And it's just a little bit gelatin-y. And now we're going to move on to make chocolate whipped cream. Now you can substitute this for ganache to drizzle it over, but we have decided to do chocolate whipped cream. Correct, Mother?
Correct.
Okay. The things you will need to make the chocolate whipped cream will be 1½ cups heavy whipping cream, 1/4 cup powdered sugar, and 1/4 cup cocoa powder. First thing we need to do is add our 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream to our bowl, and it is fitted with our whisk attachment. And we're just going to beat this on high speed until it just begins to thicken.
It's the same recipe we used earlier for the peanut butter and for the chocolate mousse. Only this time we're going to add cocoa to it, and it's going to become whipped cream for the top.
Chocolate whipped cream.
Chocolate whipped cream for the top. Okay, here we go. We're going to actually watch Natalie pull it out.
We're going to try and pull it out. I've never done this before.
You can do it.
Having a hard time keeping the pan down.
Keep pulling, keep working. Work it out. There you go.
There we go. That's out. Now all you gotta do is remove the pressure from the sides.
Is it fully firmed up?
It's not like hard, but it is firm.
And now comes the tricky part. She also has to remove the parchment.
From the bottom.
From the bottom.
So, I'm going to have my mother come over here and help me. So we're going to take a palette knife.
So now we have the palette knife.
Palette knife. Future reference, this is a palette knife. And what we're going to do here is, since it has a harder bottom as brownie, we can lift this up a little bit, kind of, maybe. Alright.
Fingers under there.
Yep, Mom's going to lift it up and I'm going to pull out and she's going to put it back down.
Voila!
Easy removal.
Now we have a multi-layered
Beautiful
mousse cake.
Chocolate peanut butter mousse with brownie bottom, about to be iced with Cool Whip. Chocolate Cool Whip, finally. Now, we're going to grab our offset spatula and we're going to put this on here. It's gonna be good.
And now you're going to
now
ice
it's fine. So, yes, we're going to ice it now. I'm gonna go grab one of my offset spatulas.
And voila!
I'm very graceful, and that didn't take time at all. Future reference, tip, baker's tip, know where your things are.
Get them out before starting.
Yes, probably do that too. So, we're going to take this, we're going to put it on here. Even though that's very good, this is going to be even better. The ganache was good too. So, Mom, can you grab me a spoon, please? I just have a small offset spatula.
And one large spoon.
Yes, and one large spoon. So, take a big glop, put it in the middle. You don't need a lot because you only want like centimeter thick thing all the way around. And I keep getting whipped cream on myself. Good thing I have an apron. Alright, I'm gonna scoop all this in a piping bag and then I'm gonna pipe around the top. So we have our piping bag inside of a cup. It's fitted with the tip 1M, and we're going to put the remaining whipped cream in there. And what I've done with a toothpick, I've made little indents in it, and I came up with 14 slices, and in between each toothpick I'm going to put one rosette. And we have mini Reese's to put on top of each rosette.
I thought the rosettes were going where the dots were.
No, you're going in between the dots. It tastes great, it looks great, it's going into the fridge. Hopefully Mom doesn't drop it, and it's going to be good.
I ain't dropping nothing.
Hopefully. Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to have my father come over again, and he's going to taste test this for me. Dad
So what's in
knows
this?
what it's gonna be.
What's in
Well,
this?
so it has a brownie bottom with Reese's cups on top of it, and then it has peanut butter mousse. Then it has another layer of chocolate mousse, and then it's iced with chocolate whipped cream and Reese's cups.
That sounds amazing. It's peanut butter and chocolate. It's my two favorite.
So, Dad, tell them where you've had this before.
At my birthday party. And Natalie and her mother made the cake. And it was the best cake I've ever had in my life.
We did a 2-tiered cake, and this was the first. This was the top tier of the cake.
If you want, I'll just eat it right out of the cake like that.
No thanks. When y'all are cutting it, you might want to let this thaw out a little bit before cutting. There you go.
Is it time?
It's time. Go ahead, eat it. Tell me how it is. Hey, Dad, there's some scraps here.
I'll eat them.
I know you
All right,
will.
I got a forkful here of the peanut butter, of the chocolate, of the mousse, of everything.
Yep. And a Reese's cup. top
Here
on
goes.
1 to 10.
It's an 11.
Okay.
Peanut butter mousse delicious.
Say goodbye.